Go ahead and choose your next target.
Right after the last video, a friend approached me and replied
What should we tackle next?
Replied to the little monologue I gave at the beginning of the last video where I say, this game's not worth all the hate it's getting. It's just mildly disappointing, and the problems are all obvious. It can be cleaned up. Just stop drinking all your haterade, man. So the friend quite reasonably pointed out to me, UD, it is not because the game is deficient in some ways that we are upset. That entirely misses the point. The point is that this game took 3 years to make, which was a little bit more than twice what was originally promised, and $4 million, which was a little bit more than 4 times what the Kickstarter campaign originally asked for. And this is what we get? Yeah, there's some fun core gameplay mechanics, but it's nothing earth-shattering. It's nothing that would just outright grab your attention off of Steam amongst all the other noise and sound and backwash that there usually is.
You all set, then?
And I have a difficult time refuting the concern. I mean, I admit, I've never been part of a games development before, so I don't know, like, what games are supposed to cost. So I don't know if $4 million is reasonable, but 3 years?
Go!
Oh boy. We have a Zero knockoff.
Stay away!
Brand, wait! I'm going after him, Professor.
Affirmative, Beck. Just be sure to mind your step traversing those vehicles.
No, be careless.
Something about Mighty Number 7's voice.
No, stop it.
Maybe.
No. No. I told you, this is not the place for intrigue. Let's not pretend that this is the place for intrigue. Ow. I'm not going to mind my step while traversing these vehicles. I'm going to be careless. Wait. One of those billboards in the background just completely took me by surprise. I wonder if it'll cycle by again. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. Yeah. Was that like Egoraptor? Like his Game Grumps appearance? Did somebody pay to have cameos in this game? I wasn't aware if that'd be maybe my brain is just making it.
Here we go.
No, come on, that gotta be it. Okay, maybe yeah. There's gotta be cameo appearances that I wasn't aware of. All right, fine. Well, now that's just gonna totally distract me while I'm trying to focus on getting my shit wrecked. That's right, focusing on getting my shit wrecked.
I needed that.
Did you? I don't think you did.
Going on ahead so I can clear a path for you.
Oh, great. More useless contributions.
That's more like it.
Can you do me a favor and spare me the toilet joke at the end? Also, let's use the flush number 2. Yeah, thanks, dude. You're now officially as cool as the kid of every, of the parents of every kid in grade school. But so am I, because I just killed myself. The real question that all of this raises is this product that we have now gotten for an upsetting 3 years and $4 million, is this the result of malevolence, like dishonesty, or is it the result of stupidity, or is it just some really bittersweet, hard-to-define combination thereof? Wow, this is not safe. Look at what I'm doing here. I'm jumping from car to car on the freeway. There's got to be an easier way to chase this guy down. Look, I've tamed Avi. Can I get him to fly me over this nonsense? I guess not. All right, yeah, just run away.
Beck, you're heading into a tunnel. It might affect visibility.
Get flat. Go prone. Go prone. Go prone. You're gonna get your head knocked off. No, I guess that's a tall tunnel. Did this happen because
That's more like it.
Inafune is actually some kind of a criminal genius who was using his undeserved reputation as a shallow cash grab? Or did it happen because he actually is a well-meaning game designer and business manager who just made some really stupid, fucked up decisions because he hasn't a lot of experience working on his own company? He worked for Capcom for decades. The amount of time that he's run things at Concept has been really short-term comparatively. I don't know which, and
Here we go.
as it usually happens, I suspect the truth is somewhere in the middle. Maybe he was a little bit... okay, whatever. He was a little bit over-intoxicated with the success and took things too far.
Here we go.
Saying, oh yeah, things are my fault and I completely own responsibility. Talk is cheap, dude, and we're gonna need to see measurable action before we're convinced that we could ever trust you with money, and more importantly, with faith, with the faith in your vision of gaming, ever again.
That's more like it. That's more...
I'm sucking horrifically because I'm trying to focus on talking and playing at the same time. Now, even after all that I've just said,
Here we go.
Inafine's pedigree is nothing to sneeze at. He's one of the, like, large-scale brand names of Japanese gaming. This is why he got so much money and backing in the first place. So,
Warning. Erratic movement detected in several nearby robot-controlled vehicles.
thanks, Call.
That one's gonna be trouble. I'll stop it.
This vehicle wouldn't be here if I hadn't gotten you yet, Seismic. I appreciate the thought, but no, you're not contributing any more than Pyroguard did.
That's more like it.
You take way too many hits to weaken.
Bring it on.
Ah, dangerous. So, even after all that's said and done, just because of Inafine's pedigree, and even if he did find himself getting a little bit greedy along the way of this game's development after seeing the outpouring of money and faith that the community gave him,
Stay away.
even after all of that, go ahead and do your thing, Brand. Yeah, you're like a Zero Cutman wannabe, aren't you? Ow. Ah, you take too many damn hits. Even after all the stuff that I just said, even if Inafine had gotten stupid and greedy, or greedy, I would be willing to forgive this once. I would be willing to forgive this infraction exactly once. If he goes back to the drawing board, him and his team, if they go back to the drawing board, fix their shit, clean up their mistakes, make it right, come out with like a Mighty Number 9 2 that's actually really good and fun and solid and polished, and is everything that we thought this was going to be.
Brand, is he trying to resist the malfunction? But he's not like Beck.
Do a great job of thinking out loud, man. Oh, it's our boss. Okay.
Why won't you give up?
I'm here to help. I've come to save you, Brand.
No closer. One more step, and my blades will have their way with you.
Brand, tell me what's happening.
Resisting the malfunction. You totally are a Zero knockoff.
I can't control myself.
This is like the Zero virus.
What? To save me. You must destroy me.
Brandish. Yeah, oh my god.
Predictable.
I could just see Inafine drawing this concept sketch out and crying about how he lost Zero to Capcom.
You must destroy me.
He was defensive of Zero. He didn't want anybody to change Zero's design forever. He designed Zero directly at the beginning of Mega Man X1. He was very defensive of that character. So I can see him just like weeping into his pad with a bottle of beer or sake or whatever drink he likes, if he likes to drink at all, I don't know. Anyway, I'll shut up now and focus on this fight.
Destroy me.
Kind of a predictable fight so far. Oh, I see, that's Brand trying to help me. When he says predictable, he's not talking about me, he's talking about himself.
My body, my blades, they have a will all their own.
Telegraphing. Like, I'm too slow to take advantage of it, but I can see what it is.
I promise.
Like, my fingers aren't doing what my mind wants them to do quickly enough to act on it, but I can see exactly what he's doing. I know that's a shallow excuse.
Must dice.
In reality, I just need to get good scrub, right? Don't let me first attempt you. I don't want to first attempt you. That would be so sad.
My blades hunger.
Ah! Yeah, okay.
Told you to stay away.
That's fine. I'm actually glad I did not want to first attempt that. If you wanted to have the other robots help in an actually meaningful way, the mighty numbers, then why do we have to hang on to this decades-old idea of being able to take on the fights and the levels in any order? I mean, so long as you're allowed to take them on in any order,
Stay away.
then inevitably, the contributions of the other mighty numbers is going to be irrelevant. There's no way you can work around that, so you could just do what Shovel Knight did, and have the levels be accessible in pairs. That's okay. In fact, it may even be preferable, because that allows you tighter control over the game's difficulty curve. So yeah, you don't need to hold on to ideas from the fucking 1980s, dudes. We can move on. Attempt number 4.
Above you. Ha! Must slice, must dice. Ha! Duck. Ha! Impressive. Predictable. Must slice,
Okay.
must dice. Ha!
So your aerial and your ground moves are unambiguous. You're always doing one or the other. Yeah, see, I was far too close to you, so I didn't have time to react.
My body, my blades, they have a will all their own.
Fight it, Brand! I'll save you, I promise!
I'd like to say that it's clever that your weapons are two halves of a pair of scissors. And you know what? In an absolute sense, it is clever. But now, I have zero faith that you didn't just rip that off from Kill la Kill.
Must slice, must dice. This ends now. My blades hunger.
Do I need to dash under that last one? Attempt number 5.
Predictable. Predictable. Above you. Above you. Ha! Must destroy you.
Yeah. I absolutely have to put horizontal distance between us whenever I have a chance. Because I can't tell whether you're going to move at me laterally or try to jump. And I am not fast enough to get away from you in time if you decide to run at me.
Must dice.
You've got a higher base speed than Beck does. So I've got to take advantage of your pauses of movement. That is going to limit my offensive opportunities, though. Because I'll have to waste time getting away from you versus just attacking you.
Fight it, Brand! I'll save you, I promise!
Yeah, how do you deal with that last slash? It doesn't seem like I can dash under it or jump over it.
Strike me down. See? Above you. Ha! Must slice, must dice. This ends now. My blades hunger.
Oh, you can jump over it. Oh my god, the timing is really tight, though. There, that's it anyway.
Come on! Snap out of it! Now!
Badoosh. My usual enthusiasm is not there.
Beck, I thank you.
Mission clear.
And by the way, what am I fighting for? Oh, excuse me. Can't scream like I used to when I was a kid. Good for you, Beck. You just beat Not Zero. I mean, not Mega Man. You're not Beck. You're not Mega Man.
Go ahead and choose your next. What?
Do I have 2 left or 1 left? Yeah, Mighty Number 8 and that. Was this talked about at all? Because like this portrait in this title card here is the first I'm actually understanding about this dude. But Mighty Number 8, Counter Shade. Oh, yep, you're a sniper. Well, I suppose I have... What? Did I skip Mighty Number 5? I totally did. I skipped Mighty Number 5. Battalion, I haven't fought you. Oh, I feel like a tool bag. Okay.
You up. All. You up. All.
System ready? Go!
What is this place?
Military base they shut down years ago.
This, yeah.
It should be all but empty inside.
Thank you, video games.
Beck, I'm reading multiple robot signatures ahead. Proceed with caution.
Yeah, this is stuff you would cover in the briefing before going on the mission. I see. Is this going to be the junkyard level?
Here we go.
Fighting what the equivalent of robot zombies would be? Ow, 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 ow.
Here we go. Here we go.
What in the Sam Hill? Those are clearly military bots.
Are they?
Men should have been scrapped as part of the disarmament. Or was that all a government ruse?
Oh my god, intrigue!
Then that means that
Stop it! I now share Sanda's annoyance with your trailing off into hums. Just finish a fucking thought, okay? If you're gonna think out loud, then think out loud. Don't do half and half. God damn it. Ugh, belabored plot exposition. All government ruse. What government? Apparently we live in Robotistan, the state of Siliconia Shire.
Here we go. Here we go. That's more like it.
Wait. So, inevitably, the plot of this game is going to be about some secret evil thing doing the stuff, and it's a human, and humans are bad, and humans are the real problem. You could conceivably make it about the robot apocalypse, though. Oh boy, here we go.
My flesh fun and create some frozen assets. Pretty cool.
That's the least bad pun you've so far made.
That's more like it.
It's not good, but it's the least bad for what little that's worth. Yeah. I think Shovel Knight had the right idea. The idea of being able to take on all 8 levels in any order is a complete anachronism. It probably wasn't a very good idea to start with, to be brutally, painfully, upsettingly obvious. I don't know if there's some system limitation. Actually, no, there definitely wouldn't have been a system limitation on the NES, because we know that there were overworld map-based, partially accessible levels where you'd have like maybe 2 or 3 accessible at a time, but not the rest of the map.
Doors! I'm trapped!
Is that fear in your voice, Private Beck? A robot soldier does not feel
Oh
pain.
boy.
A robot soldier does not feel pain.
Oh, shut up.
Fight on like you got guns.
Oh no, you're the new Guts Man. Okay.
Unsealing those doors. Try to hold on.
We've got a robot who thinks he's Arlie Ermy all up in this. An example of a game that has a map layout very similar to what Shovel Knight did, yet actually existed on the NES. Super Mario Bros. 3. So it absolutely was not a system limitation. Capcom originally
Here we go.
made Mega Man with 8 arbitrarily, well, 6 and then 8, I guess, arbitrarily available enemy levels because they thought it was a good idea.
Cryo, I've told you. Never mind. You'll serve as an adequate distraction. Proceed, Beck.
Look how happy she is back there. I froze them! I froze them! I froze them! I froze them! Now move on, Beck. Let it go. God damn it. I'm no better than she is. I'm very sorry. The idea of being able to access the 8 levels arbitrarily absolutely is an anachronism, but now I'm questioning whether it was ever a good idea. Because think of the benefits.
More like it.
Like, even back in the day, you could have had tighter control over the difficulty arc of the game, rather than just having all levels feel like they're at the same difficulty, even though they have different gimmicks within the level. So I wonder then why Capcom ever thought it was a good idea. Clearly they did. I wonder why. Are there some advantages to that like type of level layout that I'm completely forgetting or not thinking of? Tell me what you think. I'm gonna figure out how to get up this without getting all crushed up in my shizbiz. I've got to jump on it from the right, otherwise I'm not gonna have enough time. Platform timing, yeah. Nope. God, this is harder than it looks. Yep, see? There we go. That's what I should have done in the first place. Not use... I mean, yes, use the box as a platform, but not to climb up overall. Just to get rid of that barrel. Ah, look at me. Ingenuitizing the understandalization of puzzle solutionizations. Oh, fuck shits, I missed that optional path. Will I ever want to actually play this level again? Probably not. This game has just made me feel... That was a mine. How would I have known that? Are you a minesweeper? You're just very easily killable is what you are.
You got guts, maggot. I'll give you that. But you're too late. Attention all hands! Commence the invasion. Let loose the dogs of war. Charge!
Beck, I'm picking up large clusters of robots headed toward the city from your location.
Uh-oh.
What in tarnation? Is he trying to start a war?
Is that not what is already going on? So, first off, shame on you, game, for trying to make me feel like there's some kind of a ticking clock or emotional problem or plot issue or whatever just with words, just with text, as opposed to gameplay. So shame on you for that.
That's more like it.
But, moreover, was the idea of Gutsman from the get-go that he would be the military commander kind of thing? Was that the idea of Gutsman? Because I always thought he was more of a backhoe, like construction equipment just made into a robot form. More like Seismic than like this Arlie Ermy wannabe here. Oh, I can just barely get over it before it explodes. K.jpg.
That's more like it. That's more like it.
Although, really, this, more than just being like a military commander, this dude really seems to like explosions! He has simple tastes, like gunpowder and gasoline.
Hurry up.
Mines! God damn it, yeah, there probably was a way out of that, but I'm just too stupid and or lazy to find it. I should have a penetrating shot, I think, to deal with you guys. Whatever. I'm not doing this the right way, for certain. I'll just come down here. And fly over your mines, you tool bag. Hello, Plugbot.
All right.
Why, thank you. Thank you, Plugbot. Oh, wow, you're ugly. Oh my god, you're ugly.
So, maggot, you crawled all the way here. What is your major malfunction, Private Beck? Why would you try and stop this glorious war?
My god.
Fighting is in our programming. It's in our circuits. It's what we were made for.
I sometimes wonder if Arlie Ermy wishes he'd never performed in Full Metal Jacket.
Destiny!
Oh, this poor voice actor shouting at the top of his lungs into a microphone. Only morons would do that, said the guy who screamed so loud he had to turn away and cough a minute ago. Like, the creations of a long-standing, long-sticking cultural meme, the creators of it usually don't know that they're doing that at the time, and I doubt Arlie Ermy knew what kind of, like, cultural legacy he was going to be creating with that performance. What's your major malfunction, dirtbag, steers and queers? I'm really hateful and fuck the military. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got my problems with military culture, but just making a cartoonish caricature out of it? Uh-oh. That's not what war is, or at least not what it should be. Like, in the positive sense, war is meant to be a force for change, a force to remove corrupt governments, and to save... who am I kidding? War sucks. Anyway, attempt number 2.
Suppressing fire! Covering fire! Death from above!
There's got to be a way to telegraph that. Or not even telegraph it, just weave through it. This design's frickin' ugly, can I say?
Death from above!
Also, his voice. I feel bad for this voice actor.
Suppressing fire!
Like, there's very few people who can scream in your ear and have you like it. Samuel L. Jackson is one of them. This guy is not.
You'll have to do better than that. Ready?
Although,
Fire!
for what it's worth,
War machine! A tool of senseless destruction!
for what it's... Oh.
Not like you! I'd never fight without good reason!
Yours is not the reason why.
Blast.
We'll notify the next of kin.
I was gonna say, the voice actor sounds perfect for, like, if there were ever gonna be an animated version of that one Doom comic, like that old Doom comic where the guys are like, blood and gore and destruction, yeah, I love shooting aliens, yeah, or demons, really. That this voice actor would be absolutely perfect for that role. I could not think of a better role for him. Anyway, I'll move on to the next attempt, and I'll cut it if I don't win. Attempt number 5.
Fire at will! You'll have to. Suppressing fire! Death from above! I've not yet begun to fight! Fire at will! Suppressing fire! Death from above! I've not yet begun to fight! Ready? Aim! Fire! Yeah! Fire! For a war machine! War machine! A tool of senseless destruction!
No, Bat! I'm not like you! I'd never fight without good reason!
Yours is not the reason why. You do and die! Suppressing fire! Suppressing fire! Death from above!
Come on! Snap out of it! Now!
My army. The war must be stopped, Private Beck.
Mission clear.
You know, it's not really your fault. I mean, you were built with a 6-shooter for a head. It's kind of inevitable that you'd end up the way you did, really. Definitely not Gutsman. Seismic was more the Gutsman. My arm is a massive 6-shooter cannon now.
What in the blue blazes? Wilch, you mean this whole robot rampage?
Oh, look, he has a second facial expression. And so does he.
Indeed. Or, more specifically, the fault of a robot I developed long ago.
God, this looks awful.
The CDN-1201. Trinity. I designed her to evolve by assimilating other robots' capabilities.
But
I found her custom
why the weird highlighting?
covered from each of the Haywire mighty numbers. The structure is clever. It's
Ah.
brilliant. There's no doubt it's my code.
Oh.
How is that possible? Cherry Dynamics shut down the Trinity project ages ago.
You know it's a plot point because it's highlighted in yellow.
Dr. Blackwell himself who stopped it, wasn't it? Back when he was Cherrydyne CTO. I always thought that project was the reason you left Cherry to come work with us and make Beck here.
Do you mean to say he popped from Cherry?
Blackwell only saw the dangers. He never understood the potential.
Professor? Sir? Are you okay?
Oh. Oh, yes, Beck. Fine, more or less. Thank you.
Yeah, everything's peachy.
I need some time to think. Can you handle Beck and the remaining mighty numbers?
Sure.
They've had more facial expressions in that one cutscene than they had in the whole rest of the game
Go
combined
ahead
up to
and
that point.
Choose your next target.
So I'll do the last mighty number now, just so I don't have to risk lumping it in with later levels, fortress levels, whatever the after level content's going to be of this, the Vermilion Destroyer. Really, that looks more like Zero than anything. Kind of. Meh, I don't know. But yeah, we'll do... This will be the last one for now. Countershade, because yeah, I've cleared out the rest. So, Countershade it is.
You all set?
Oh my. Classy.
Attention! Beck has arrived at the Capitol building.
Walk up into the background. Or not.
Capitol building? What would number 8 be doing there? Of all places.
A fine question indeed.
You're clipping off my visor. Thanks, dude.
Sniper fire? I detect no robots in the area capable of long-range gunfire.
Ooh.
Number 8 won't show up on any of your instruments. All part of my design.
Interesting.
Beck, Shade is somewhere in the building. Trace the sniper fire back to its source.
That's cool. You're like a combination between Revolver Ocelot and Sniper Wolf. You're a sniper, but you can ricochet your bullets off things. That's pretty hardcore, man. Not gonna lie.
That's more like it.
I also just suck, too, so your level's gonna kill me a lot of times, no doubt. So, wait a second. If your bullets are going to be heckling me this entire level, that would have to mean that this whole level is going to take place on the same horizontal level.
Number 8 signal has vanished. I have lost the target. My apologies.
It's not your
Oh.
fault. It's what I built him to do.
Okay, so really this means the sniper bullets can just come from wherever the hell you want now, can't it? Because you can shoot from both the left and the right, which either means we're standing on a giant circle, so you can shoot left or right and have the bullets arc toward me, or the developers just don't care about geographical continuity. But that's fine. Video games often don't care about geographical continuity, and that's okay. Because trying to be too realistic makes shit boring.
Run along now, little doggy.
Oh, wow.
Run and fetch for your human masters.
He still has his sights on you, Beck. Be careful.
I like that voice.
Here we go.
I can tell they did some kind of filtering on the voice, but that's like maybe the first voice in this game I've actually liked. Ow. There will not be a joke about the time of day here.
That's more
So
like
don't worry, I'm not going to make that joke. Far too obvious, far too easy. Memes are memes and memes are memes. How the hell could I dodge this?
Here we go. Here we go.
I don't get it. Ah!
Here
I'm
we
just
go.
running through and tanking the shots on my face because I'm horrified and not a good person. But you don't have to have that tip pop up on every time. Your bullets go not over my head, but through my head. Thanks, hitboxes. Lucky for me, I can fly. I wonder if I should search for Countershade. I don't know. The game really hasn't made it clear.
Here we go.
That's one hell of a security system. Having the busts of the people on the walls
Here we go.
actually animate and be defense droids. That's pretty hardcore security. It's like having the art in the room attack you. So much for just having the eyes and the portrait on the wall follow you. More like the robot animates and tries to crush your brain. Come up here, please, where I can shoot you. Or not. Oh, God. You can jump all the way to the ceiling. Hardcore shit. Damn it. I'm terrible at everything I try to do. Except to get to the right end of this level. That I could do. Do I have to fight all of you? Let's not do the one at a time thing, guys. Just come on out. Actually, no. If you all came out at once, that'd be impossible to deal with. Is it really clear? The way to avoid the bullets is to charge into them faster.
Bring it on. That's more like it.
Come now. Yeah. I see.
That's more like it.
Gotta be wary of the bullets, not the lasers.
That's more
Laser is just a sighting mechanism. You could die, too. I'm just trying to charge through things rather than actually figuring out the level, and that doesn't work, does it? What? All the way back here? I see. The lasers will stop tracking you after a point, and then you can let the bullets just go and do their thing. Okay. Like this. See, the bullets won't hit me now, will they? Aha. Oh, there you are. Get down here. Alright, I'm just gonna run then. Obviously, that was not your boss arena. Fine, just do whatever you want, dude. Go ahead, shoot bullets, see if I care. I'm running from you now, so this doesn't make sense, but... Alright, maybe I'm just trying to get to an arena where I can realistically fight you. Gonna bounce back? Gonna be like a market that recovers after tough conditions and bounce back? I'm not going in circles, am I? Am I going in circles? I feel like I'm going in circles. I'm totally going in circles, aren't I? When I saw Countershade a minute ago, that was at the... So I was right. This level is all one big circle. Well, fuck shits and saucy bits. There may not just be a one linear boss arena then. I don't know how I should feel about that. So you really are following Countershade to his source. What? How can I track you down and make you sit in one place so we can have a boss fight?
Wondering what happened to all the humans here, little doggy. They ran away. Cowards. Every single one of those meat sticks fled at the first sign of trouble. Pathetic.
That's what you've been doing, like 2 or 3 times now. As soon as I get close to you, you run away. So in addition to being a murderous asshole, you're also a hypocrite. Oh my.
See, I'm not the only robot tired of the status quo.
I'm sure this can't go on forever, because the level is changing as I continue to follow him. So maybe if I keep running after him, eventually he'll stop and have a fight with me.
Maybe you can be content serving the whims of these flesh bags, but not me. My first executive order as the first robot president will be to set all bots free.
Need a little assistance, Spec? Big sisters are fun. I'll just put down my charge cards.
Oh, no, that's Cryosphere's job.
Hey, thanks, Dinah.
Did you like my pun? Number 2 gave me that one.
Oh.
How about you handle shake yourself? Toodles!
I can't get up. Blast, there's an energy pickups up there. There was 2 of them. I couldn't get them. My gut intuition tells me to be pissed off at this level, but I'm not really sure I can be. Because it's different. It's unusual. Kind of sucks having to start the whole cycle all over again anytime I die. I mean, you can't have the traditional midway point, because there is no midway point on this level. It's all one big circle, but still. There's no reason why you can't have some kind of an incrementing counter in the programming that says, hey, you've gotten to this dialogue level, so we'll consider this your midway point, and you won't have to repeat dialogue unless you lose all your lives. But they're not doing that. They're just saying, oh, lose life? Okay, gotta start all over again. Chasing this dude down, having him run away from you. It's gonna make this feel longer than any other stage.
Bring it on.
You know, Shade,
That's more like it.
I agree with you. Let's set the robots free. Seriously. There's a reason that a lot of very smart people in the world are very worried about the problem of artificial intelligence. Not just because of the singularity, the point at which robots start to learn exponentially quickly and just completely put humans out of commission. It's not just because of that. It's at least as much because at what point do we start having ethical obligations to our artificial intelligences? At what point do we start having obligations to our AIs? Because science quite plainly points out that your brain and mine are just biocomputers. That's all they are. They're just exceptionally complicated collections of neurons, electricity, and slime, which somehow consciousness arises out of. Whatever you or I have. You know, you and me thinking and talking and feeling and having a life and thoughts and feelings inside of our brains. That's consciousness. If human beings are said to be conscious, then that's what you and I have got. And so at what point do chips of silicon start having the same? If not necessarily chips of silicon, then the way that we program the chips of silicon, you know, the software and firmware that runs on the hardware.
Here we go.
There may be a point within your and my lifetimes, dear viewer, where Intel makes a chip and firmware to run on that chip
Here we go.
that is so great that it is effectively thinking and feeling just as much as you and I are.
I'm not the only robot tired of the status quo.
These electrical things will insta-kill you. I can't go anywhere. That's why we gotta be careful. If we make our computers, our artificial intelligences, too good, and yet we continue to use them as we have been, we're slave owners. There's no way around it. We have just created a subjugated slave race. You and I take it for granted, but we already have an army of robot servants doing our whims on a daily basis. Think about your computer, your phone, your range and your microwave in your kitchen, your fridge, your Wii U and 3DS if you have them, your TV. Some of those robots are smarter than others, and certainly none of them are really all that close to thinking and feeling the same way that you and I do. But these Intel and AMD and ARM chips are way better at certain thinking than you and I will ever be. That's why they're useful as robot slaves. For now, I imagine it's okay to treat them as slaves, because I doubt that they really mind it. But who knows how long that'll last. Finally?
Enough. It's time we settle this like robots.
Wholehearted agreement.
Meet you in my new office, little doggy.
Ah, I've gotten out of the circle. Thank you for not making me walk there by myself. Man, that level took for frickin' ever.
Okay, now, little doggy. Let's see if you're all bark or if you got some bite.
Listen to me, Shade. You're malfunctioning. Freedom doesn't require all this suffering.
Emancipation is worth any price, even if it costs human lives.
Especially, actually.
Yours.
This is the only voice actor in this game I dig so far.
Doggy, adios.
I'm not willing to risk getting hit by those bullets, because it cost me, oh, and I'm going to get hit anyway. Because it cost me so much time to get here that I really want to play it safe.
Adios.
I'm standing on the chandelier. How do you feel about this?
Adios. Here.
It is interesting that we have a boss fight that isn't based on speed for once. You know, variety is good.
Adios.
That could mean that he becomes incredibly easy. I'm not sure. Not speed, but just accurate placement.
Sloppy. Here. Need a reaper. So, will the humans give you a special treat for betraying your own kind, little doggy?
Uh-oh.
You've got it all wrong, Shade. I'm
You're
here
protected.
because I want to help you.
Ow. Next time, you'll be deadly serious next time? Does your hologram hurt me?
All for the greater good. Forgive me, brother.
Attempt number 3.
Here. Adios. Here. Sloppy. Sloppy. Here. Need to reap. Adios. Here. Dance, little doggy. Adios. Here. Sloppy. Here. Need to reap. Adios. Here.
Can I tell where you're going to appear? I'm looking closely, and I'm not seeing any indication.
Adios.
Like, I don't see any dispersions or mirage effects.
Sloppy. Sloppy. Here.
Probably calling yourself sloppy.
Okay. So, will the humans give you a special treat for betraying your own kind, little doggy?
You've got it all wrong.
Gotta have a
Shade.
retreat path.
I'm here because I want to help you.
Next
Is that it? Okay, good. I haven't taken a hit so far. That's pretty good.
is it. Sloppy. Sloppy.
You are sloppy. You're a lot better when you're running away than when you're staying to fight.
Adios.
That's probably pretty typical for a sniper.
Which is it?
There, got hit. So this won't be a no damage run.
Sloppy.
Fine play. What did I do to earn that? A lot of fine plays in a row.
Come on.
Ugh.
Now.
This level had an interesting gimmick to it, but it was kind of a nightmare to perform because you start all over at the beginning if you die.
My back.
And the area was very samey. It felt like I was just trying to rush through, but I kept catching my face on enemies and bullets. So, interesting concept. I'm not sure it was a great execution. I'll think about it. And you are a sniper man right now. Sniper. Alright, give me a cutscene. Go ahead, I'm ready for some pain.
Stupendous job, Beck. Come back to base, and then, let's see.
Professor, we're receiving an urgent call from Cherry Dynamics. I will patch it through.
Why don't the plug bots just go out and win this war for us?
Sanda! Sanda! Oh, Sanda! Thank goodness.
Great Graham here.
GG.
Mr. Graham, what a pleasant surprise to hear from you.
Drop the axe, Sunda. You don't like me and I don't like you. But we need your help. It's our factory here. It's out of control. It's cranking out hostile bots and we can't stop it.
Confirming. Confirmed. Defective Cherrydyne robots are rampaging throughout the city.
Did this game only have one female voice actor?
That is not good. We'll send help right away. Right, William?
Yes, of course. But, Mr. Graham, one question. What makes you so sure Blackwell is behind this?
I mean,
Sunda, who is this idiot? Whom else would it be, boy? That smelly old fart is obviously out for revenge. Now stop asking stupid questions and send help!
one of the diagrams on the wall. One of the diagrams on the wall was one of Call's rejected concept arts.
Pleasant as always.
What the hell?
Mr. Graham.
Sonda, I'll take the mighty numbers and handle the situation at the robot factory. You take Call and find Dr. Blackwell at the prison.
You mean go myself to the prison? Like, actually, physically go there?
There's no way this guy goes anywhere without spray shitting
I
himself.
suppose it's the only way to contact Dr. Blackwell under the circumstances. But are you sure you don't want to swap missions? I think you, of all people, would want to see him, right?
On the contrary, I'd be quite content to never see him again for the rest of my life.
I care so little about what's going on here.
New content in extra mode is here.
Go.
So how do things look? Prison and the Vermilion Destroyer where I can't go yet. Okay. Prison and Robot Factory. Wait, so I can go to either one? Or I guess in the long run I'll have to go to both, won't I? Okay.
All right. Quit your lollygagging. It's
I'll
up
do
to
that
us
later.
to stop those rampaging bots.